conclusion inevitable.
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt.
My conclusion was that this idea was not a practical deterrent.
My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord.
In conclusion.
Hello there, folks. Welcome back to In Conclusion, the only podcast that likes to S-P-E-L-L and record L-A-T-E space A-T space N-I-G-H-T space B-E-C-A-U-S-E space A-N-N-A space H-A-D space T-O space G-O space T-O space R-E-H-E-A-R-S-A-L. I am Dan O'Keefe, and joining me as always is the aforementioned A-N-N-A-O-T-T-O. How are you doing?
That was exhausting, Dan. Listen, I'm a terrible speller.
Uh-huh.
So I need songs that spell, okay? We are all the ways to be W-I-C-K-E-D, okay?
Okay.
Don't talk shit. I love Kenny Ortega put his whole ortussi into this.
You already used that. I was expecting
I know, but I'm reminding you
else.
To stay humble.
You're reminding me of his ortussi?
Yes.
So, aside from that, how are you, Anna?
I'm all right, Dan. I'm all right. Nothing too crazy going on over here. It's finally spring in Wisconsin, so...
Woo-hoo.
I only had to wear a fleece the past couple of days instead of my winter jacket.
Wow.
So that was pretty exciting.
That is exciting. Big move.
Mm-hmm. I know. Money moves here in Wisconsin. How about you?
I'm good. Anna and I did a Tough Mudder this weekend.
I saw that. You were shockingly clean.
Yes, I'm going to turn the headband that I'm wearing around.
Oh, no.
Oh, what's that? Tough Mudder headband. It's so sweaty. That was so gross. I shouldn't have done that.
Repping the brand.
Yeah, which one is this? Because this was my second Tough Mudder. It says 2X on it.
Oh, so you got a special one?
Yes, you get the headbands change for the more you do. So for 1 through 5, they have specific ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10, 15, 20, and 25 plus. So the people who've done 25 plus Tough Mudders.
That's kind of fun.
Have so many headbands. I know, it is. It was fun. I attempted every obstacle and only failed at 2. So I'm happy with myself.
I've never done a Tough Mudder. I think it would be fun to try once, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not really an athlete, but...
They're fun and they're like scalable, so you only do as much as you need to.
Okay,
or can do. So there were, I know there were some obstacles you could do, because one was basically a water slide.
I can do that.
One was just climbing up a big cargo net and then climbing down.
I could do that.
One was sliding into an ice pit, like a watery ice bath pit.
That sounds like my worst nightmare. I could definitely do it, but I'd hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And one was, they put like a chain link fence over a pit of water. And basically there was only like 3 inches or 4 inches between the water and the fence. You basically just had to pull yourself along. Like you're doing backstroke, basically. But you didn't even have to swim. So it was easy. Your ears were just in the water, which some people get geeked out by, apparently.
Oh, I've swam. I almost said swum. I've swam before, so I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, so...
I actually like the feeling of putting my ears in the water and, like, it's quiet, nobody's bothering me. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad you had fun.
Thank you. I also did my first stand-up performance in
I saw it, Dan.
3 years, I think. 4 years.
How did it go?
It went well. It was a very small venue. I only got to be on the show because I helped set up. My friend texted me and said if I helped her set up that I could have stage time, and I was like, sick nasty. Say less, queen.
Yes.
A lady comic breaking down barriers.
Whoa, women aren't funny. Just kidding.
You
Women
said
are
it.
Hilarious. No, I love women. We shall raise women up. They're
You
hilarious.
raise them up.
I
So they can tell jokes.
Did I ever tell you I did an interpretive dance to that song when I was in grade school?
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, anyway.
But it went well. And I'm happy with how it went, which is people laughed at what I said.
Good.
And when I tripped and fell into that pile of chili, boisterous laughter.
Not in your new Express shirt.
I was wearing my new Express shirt too.
I know, I saw it. It looked
know.
very nice.
Thank you. Oh my God.
You're
ego.
welcome. I know. Oh
Any
God, why am I even
compliment.
complimenting you?
I'm
I'm buttering you up because this is about to be Thirst Fest.
Yeah.
So I just got to make sure you're good.
So the thirst desert causing movie, that didn't make any logical sense. Can you tell I'm a writer? The movie that we're talking about today is Descendants 2. That's it.
I love it. I'm already gassed up.
Uh-huh.
I want you to know, going back to the word thirst, so the place where I'm currently directing a show across the street, there's a church called Thirst, and it makes me think of
church is
me.
called Thirst?
It's just called Thirst. My personal favorite is that there's a sign for the church on the side that says Thirst Kids,
Oh no.
and that feels illegal.
That's wrong.
It makes me laugh. Anyway,
I don't
first,
want-
I'll take a picture.
I don't want to think about thirsty kids.
No, me either. Children should not be thirsting.
So, Descendants 2, once again directed by Kenny Ortega, once again written by Josanne McGibbon and Sarah Perriott, once again starring Dove Cameron, Cameron Boyce, Sophia Carson. Say it with me now, Anna. Boo Boo Stewart.
Stewart. Oh God. I almost just said something foul. We need to get through this as fast as possible.
And introducing to the series, China Anne McClain.
She kills it. She kills it.
From the cinematographer of Big Mama's House 2
Mm-hmm.
and American Pie 2 and 3, but not 1, released on July 21st, 2017 on
Good year.
6 networks. It aired on 6
6?
networks at one time.
Disney,
Mm-hmm.
ABC.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 more that are easy to pick.
So we're talking about like live television, right?
Yes.
So Disney, ABC. What are things Disney owns?
What's their channel for teens?
Disney XD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I
And
forgot that existed.
What's their channel for older teens? Maybe with Secret Lives, who are American.
Freeform.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Oh my God, I really needed my hand held on that.
And then
forgot about
Lifetime
Freeform.
and Lifetime Movie Network also.
Oh hell yeah! I love a good Lifetime movie.
It was viewed by 8.92 million viewers on the night of its
Yeah.
premiere.
That reads.
And it was the most viewed telecast on Disney Channel since the airing of the first movie.
Mmm.
And on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a strong 71% approval rating.
Ooh, it's got a, what is that? A D? We love to
That's
see
a C,
it.
C minus.
A C. C's get degrees, girl.
But 70 and above is positive
Yeah,
for
it is.
movies. That is from 7. It's a 5 out of 7 ratings. And there is no critical consensus, really.
The critics raved.
But
I'm the critics.
from the New York Times, the kids are largely on their own in Descendants 2. That makes for a dumber film, but the target audience for this colorful, tuneful fluff won't care and may even consider it an improvement. Anna, as the target audience,
Yes.
do you agree?
I love this movie. I think this is better than the first one. I had so much fun. The songs are bopping. The dresses. I like that all the kids are nicer to each other this time.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny stepped up. Now, I'm just gonna be honest with you. This movie's too sexy for children. There are some scenes that I'm like, and Disney Channel put this on TV? They allowed this, like, a lot of it happens during What's My Name by China Anne McLean.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do know all the lyrics, and yes, if I get 2 White Claws deep at the club, I might consider requesting it. There's a scene
That's a good
where...
way to get kicked out of the club.
Oh, I would do it. In that song, there's a part where she pushes down Gaston's son, who's also scrumdiddly.
Mm-hmm.
She pushes him down, and he goes straight into like a stripper move.
Yes, he does.
And
And you pull out your wallet and start throwing singles.
Gage and I, the first time we watched it, he was like, "What in tarnation was that?" And then there's another part in that same song where all the actors are singing, and then suddenly they stick out their tongues and shake their heads, and it just gives me the vapors.
Oh boy.
Also, why is every man sleeveless?
Because they all have great arms.
They do. And there's also a line where Boo Boo is like, oh wait, no, where Cameron Boyce, may he rest in peace.
He's good in this movie.
He's so good in this movie. He is a star that was meant to burn bright, and his death was seriously a tragedy. He would have done amazing things. Anyway, he turns to Boo Boo and he goes, "Why don't you have a date yet for the cotillion?" And Boo Boo goes, "I don't need a date. I can dance with all the girls if I don't have a date." I was like, don't teach these children to be players.
Absolutely. When you look like him and when you have that confidence.
I'm crying. I would have fallen so hard for Jay. It would have been like hideously embarrassing, snotty crying, throwing up, just sobbing, not having ever stood a chance.
I do think a big improvement in this movie is that Jane, the daughter of the fairy godmother,
she's so pretty.
And she's not a bitch. She's unbitched herself.
I love that she's unbitched herself. I love that she and Carlos get together. It warms my cold, dead heart. I just love the scene, the closing when they're dancing in the water. Oh, Dan, you mean to sit there on the other side of my screen and say that you didn't find yourself just dying for magic?
At any specific point, or in general the whole time?
The whole film.
I was not dying for magic, no.
I wanted to go to Disney World so bad after I watched this.
Towards the end, I was dying for someone to tell me what scale was correct for the characters. It was very confusing. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Okay, let's just get into it.
Yeah.
I could talk for 5 hours only about the different ways that Boo Boo's hair was styled in this film, and how Gus, Gaston's son, gave him a run for his money but one time. Okay. And it's just the pony scene when he does his little sexy worm. His little sexy worm. That's not for children.
No, that's just for you.
That is for Anna. That one was for the moms. All right, hop to it, Dan. I'm ready.
Okay, so 6 months have passed since the first Descendants filmed, and the villains' kids, they've fit into everyday life. We find out after we see a dream sequence opening number.
Oh, I fucking love that number. Gage and I were shook to our core when we saw it the first time.
Dove Cameron being WICKED and turning the rest of the school WICKED2.
Crashing the party, guess they lost my invitation. That would be the second song I requested after What's My Name at the club.
The music in this movie, hands down, every song is better than every song in the first movie.
Yes, absolutely. That's part of why I like this movie so much more. Every single song hits. There's not a single flop, in my opinion.
Do you want to know the writers of Ways to Be Wicked, which is the first song?
I have chills, yeah.
Do you want to know some of the other songs that they either wrote or produced?
I do, because I know they're going to be hits.
High Hopes by Panic at the Disco.
Absolutely. Slaps. Banger.
Hand Clap. Fits in the Tantrums.
That was iconic. Not for me, but a lot of people liked it.
Cupid's Chokehold, Gym Class Heroes.
Okay, not as familiar with her.
Shake It, Metro Station.
A core memory.
Love Drunk.
That song.
Boys Like Girls.
I loved Love Drunk. Oh my god, they were all. Oh my.
Mhm.
They were pop punk icons. No wonder this song hit so hard for me.
Mind Your Manners by Chitty Bang. I love that song. Might not do anything for you.
No.
A lot. This is just one of the artists. Let me go to the second writer.
Okay.
Okay. The season 2 soundtrack of Smash.
Oh, okay. I never watched Smash, but I know a lot of people liked it.
The Train album that has Drive By on it.
Ooh.
The Teen Beach 2 soundtrack.
Okay, I like Teen Beach Movie. I'm not gonna lie. I do simp. I like it.
Third writer, moving on, was a writer of mystery novels.
Oh, okay, King.
He published 6 novels with St. Martin's Press in the 90s, centering on Stan Krajcik, a gay hairdresser turned amateur detective.
Oh my fuck, love that.
Good for him. And then the fourth one her name is Charity Daw.
Okay.
And she wrote for, again, Teen Beach 2, Set It Off from the first Descendants.
Mm-hmm.
And then Summer Forever, which was a musical that was like direct to video. Back to the first guy. His name's Sam Hollander.
He was carrying. Does his back hurt from carrying the weight of being the most successful writer on this show?
Right? He also wrote 2 Big Time Rush songs.
What ones?
Till I Forget About You and Big Night.
Oh.
He wrote Snakes on a Plane by Cobra Starship.
Love. Snakes on a Plane was a formative song for me, okay?
I like this guy's music.
Me too. Dang, okay. Go off, King.
Oh, and I got more for the writer of the second song in the movie, too.
Okay.
But when we get to that song, I'll
Okay,
go through.
It explains a lot to me why I like Ways to be Wicked so much.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear what that gentleman has written for us.
Has birthed into this world.
Oh my god, he's delivering straight bops.
So
not Shake It. Oh my god.
Right?
Anyway.
So Mal, who is blonde and has her hair pulled back too hard.
But you didn't think it looked good?
Not at the beginning. Later, when she has her hair just like regular blonde and not like super tight pulled back, I thought it looked a lot better. It was like very lengthening of her forehead. As I criticize women's appearance.
Go off.
So Mal, she is popular at school with both the students and with the media, which is there.
Yeah, they're children. Please.
Yeah.
These are literal children.
She needs to hold her princess personality at all times and is cracking under the pressure. And she's also getting surges of power that she needs to suppress so that she can be what Aradon wants her to be, but not what she's truly born to be. This movie's a metaphor.
For what, Dan?
For life, man.
For puberty.
So there's the Royal Cotillion Dance. And I'm going to say that again just so I have the excuse to say cotillion again. The Royal Cotillion Dance.
The Royal Chameleon Dance.
Yeah, and Mal finds out that going with Ben basically means that they're getting engaged. And she doesn't like that. She doesn't want that. She can't be tied down so early.
Yeah, if I was, she's like, 16? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
We have gone series to series with child brides.
You know, in my defense, this one doesn't count, okay? Because her betrothed is also a child of the same age.
I thought you were going to say these movies are wish fulfillment for you. You've aged out of being a child bride.
I have, and no. Boo Boo and I are the same age, so if he asked for my hand, it would be okay.
If he asked for my hand, I'd give him my feet.
If he asked, I'd be his. I would never present my foot to anyone. Ew.
Free feed on the internet for Boo Boo. So Mal talks to the other bad kids, Evie, Carlos, and Jay, but they're all good. They're happy with where they are. They don't want to go back.
They are, because Jay is getting women throwing themselves at him 24/7. Carlos is just adorable, and Evie is a successful businesswoman. I wouldn't want to go back either.
Yeah, Evie is a designer, and she is just rolling in the dough.
I would want to wear some of her customs. They look gorgeous.
Jay is the captain of the fencing team, basically, and
Mhm.
Anna's heart. And Carlos is trying to get a girlfriend. So, different levels of success for each.
Carlos is cute. He's so cute.
And Mal has been using her mom's spell book, her mom who lives in a plastic box next to her bed, which I think is very funny.
Yeah.
She's been using her mom's spell book to get ahead and stay on top of her responsibilities.
Naughty, naughty.
Remember Lonnie, the daughter of Mulan?
Yeah, I remember her. What of it?
Well, guess what? She's good at fencing, but they don't want her on the team because she's a girl.
Boo Boo was he was good. He was pro woman for a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, you can join the team. And then Chad's dumbass had to be like, men. And Boo Boo was like, oh. I was like, this is very high school because you're like, it says men. That means just literal men.
Yeah.
Not.
The student handbook is not a living document. It means what it means when it was written, damn it.
No.
Says I, Chad Charming, man obsessed with the 3D printer.
Literally me too, though. Honestly, thankful that Boo Boo redemption arc in this movie.
So Mulan's daughter is not allowed on the team because, it's just for men. Like Dr. Pepper 10. It's not for women.
That was so... You think Lonnie and Boo Boo tried to wink wink?
No.
You don't think they hit?
She is like 8 years older than him.
Lonnie?
The Mulan's daughter actress?
Oh, I didn't mean in real life. I meant in the movie.
Oh, in the movie?
Boo Boo has
I
a
always
girlfriend,
think you think in real life.
No!
In the movie...
In the movie, do you think Lonnie and Jay were boyfriend and girlfriend? Be honest.
No, Lonnie is waiting to kiss until marriage.
Oh, I would have said that he was finally into her because she was like the one that didn't want him back. That's a vibe I got.
Okay. That's a vibe.
Back to code of vibe.
Maybe are you coming for the ride? So Carlos tries to get Mal to help him with his honesty, and Mal comes up with a treat that she puts a spell on that makes him tell the truth when he eats it, no matter what.
An honesty gummy.
But then his dog eats the weed gummy instead, and his dog can talk now.
And who is this dog voiced by, Dan?
Bobby Moynihan. Sorry, I said his name wrong. Bobby Moynihan!
There you go. Much better. Thank you.
And then on the Isle of the Lost, we are introduced to Uma, the daughter of Ursula, who has declared herself queen of the island. And she's got her subordinates.
Yeah. Okay, that song hits. What's My Name is an anthem.
Before I get to What's My Name, her subordinates are Captain Hook's son, Harry, who... Bad. I don't like him. And then...
Really?
No, I thought he creeped me out. His actor creeped me out.
I wasn't sure if you just didn't like... Well, he plays a vampire on a different show that Gage liked, and he was really good on that show. He and Duff Cameron also dated for like 5 years, fun fact.
Oh.
They broke up during the pandemic.
Not fun.
Yeah, apparently it was a very bad breakup. Anyway.
Did she tell you that?
I was reading an article about it the other day, actually.
And then the other one of her lackeys is Gil, the son of Gaston.
Gil, that's what it is.
Love him. Wonderful.
He might be a contender for getting the business.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Calm down.
I love a good himbo. It's not my fault.
So the song they sing is "What's My Name,"
Mm-mm-mm.
and one of the writers, her name is Antonina Armato,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull up her discography.
That's fine, because I got What's My Name playing in my head right now.
And basically her like production credits, because
Okay.
she has produced on a lot of songs, including "Bet on It" from High School Musical 2.
Oh, absolutely. No wonder Kenny called her back. He said, I know exactly what you did before, girl. Come back and do it again.
"Love You Like a Love Song" by Selena Gomez.
Okay.
"See You Again" and "Seven Things" and "Fly on the Wall" by Miley
Those
Cyrus.
are all phenomenal pieces.
Also "Can't Be Tamed."
Amazing.
"Beautiful Now" by Zed.
Hmm.
And "Potential Breakup Song."
Classic after classic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Kenny really pulled out the stops on this one.
He himself did.
Kenny himself pulled the stops out. That song just hits. What's My Name? Club banger.
And then she's "Stars Dance," a lot of other songs, a lot of songs for Disney Channel people, but the good ones. "Me, Myself, and Time" by Demi Lovato.
Oh, Demi. Oh, Demi. Demi has a really good song called Girlfriends Are My Boyfriends, and it's about hanging out with your besties instead of having a man. And while I do have a man,
Mhm.
and my friends all live in different states pretty much, it still hits. Like,
I'm pretty sure she wrote the Camp Rock song.
nobody
rock.
on earth's gonna bring us down. The louder we are, then the better we sound. 'Cause we rock. I know that song, Dan. Don't you worry.
So yeah, they sing that song, "What's My Name," and we
Mm.
are introduced to Uma.
We're introduced to some sexual dancing as well, like I said earlier.
You sound like your mother.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, but just the
They were
wording of that
humping
too.
things.
The way you said that, we're introduced to some sexual dancing.
This isn't just dancing for the flesh. There was grinding
Dancing
on
for the
countertops.
flesh.
That's a direct quote from one of my favorite documentaries, Jesus Camp, where this girl goes, I have to remember if I'm dancing for Jesus or if I'm dancing for the flesh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, girl, you're 7.
So, on a date, Ben discovers that Mal has been relying on magic because he finds her spell
Tisk,
book when
tisk.
going through her bag. And then she comes clean about her insecurities, which of course causes them to break up. Moral of the story, never come clean about your insecurities. Keep them to
Nope.
yourself.
I've never told Gage a single thing I'm insecure about. And look at us, going strong.
I've told him things I'm insecure about, and look at us, not in a relationship.
Not in a relationship. Mortal enemies.
Yeah, because he's a coward,
Uh-oh.
and I don't like cowards.
Mm-mm.
Tell him to come on and defend himself.
Oh, he'll hear you say that next time he listens.
So Mal actually super heartbroken. She goes back to the island on her special magic motorcycle that she got as a gift. Rich.
I would not
rich,
have trusted that.
significant others.
I wish I had.
Say it.
I wish I had a rich singer. No, I'm kidding. I can't imagine receiving a moped as a gift. I can't imagine receiving extravagant gifts from a significant other. I think I would be uncomfortable.
I mean, I can't imagine receiving like 2 pairs of pants.
Mhm.
1 feels like too much. 2.
I get excited when Gage is like, I bought you some Oreos at the grocery store today. I'm like, dang, okay, wow. When he buys you things.
Get you a man who buys you things.
My parents bought me a Tiffany necklace when I was in high school or when I was in college, and
Wow.
I think that's the fanciest present I've ever received, but it was from my parents, so it was appropriate.
So Ben finds out that Mal has left Aradon, and he's like, I gotta go get her. And like any overly confident rich white guy going
Mm-hmm.
into the economically
he's not
depressed
familiar with.
part of town,
Oh,
he
that's
has
true.
he has the confidence that I can just go as is. I'll be
No.
fine.
No.
Yeah. But before he goes with the rest of the villains' kids,
Mhm.
because they're like, you're an idiot and you'll die.
Yep.
So Mal gets breakup bangs.
They look great though.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh, I think she looks good with the bangs.
I think bangs, you gotta have a big forehead for it to work. Her forehead
so
isn't
you're
big
saying
enough.
there's a chance for me to pull off bangs?
Sure.
Thanks, Dan.
You just have to go through a breakup first.
Oh no, I don't want to do
Get
that.
the
Thanks,
coward
though.
on the phone.
I'm good. I don't want to break up right now. Thanks though.
I'll set the seeds. Don't worry.
Oh,
if you
okay, he's
really want
asleep.
bangs, I can get it going.
I mean, he probably was gonna dump me after the fabric incident from the other night.
It's the fabric
Dear
incident.
listener, Gage woke up in the middle of the night and was talking in his sleep about some sort of fabric, and I did not know what he was talking about, and he got really pissed.
And then he woke up and he couldn't remember why he was
Correct.
mad at you, but he was.
That's correct. He was mad at me and he didn't know why. He's come down. He's come down from that cloud.
So Ben and the villains sneak onto the island, and Ben is like, "Oh boy, can't wait to go and save my girlfriend." And the rest
He's
of the
polite to people too.
I
and
know.
Nobody there is polite.
everybody else pulls out their guns and just shoots him.
Literally, they poop on each other.
So the gang give him a lesson on how to behave on the island,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
Which I
chilling
feel
like a villain.
They shouldn't go back to the island either. Like there's posters up of them everywhere. They should not be there.
Yeah. The song is "Chillin' Like a Villain." It's fine. But Gil recognized them, who goes to alert Uma.
King, Himbo King.
And then Ben finds Mal, confronts her in the old hideout, and she rejects him for his sake and for Auradon's, worried that she's got too much evil in her to ever truly fit in.
My favorite part of their hangout is in the background a very large, beautiful portrait of Uma with just an X through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They hate her
they do.
for no reason. They just hate her.
She was shrimpy and little.
Yes!
To them.
Shun the weak!
Mm-hmm.
So Ben leaves, and then he gets captured by Harry. And
Iconic.
He goes to Mal and he's like, "Come to Ursula's restaurant and confront Uma if you want him back." So then Mal goes and has an arm wrestling match with Uma.
Oh, a fucking arm wrestling match.
But they don't decide, they don't announce the terms until the middle of the match, where if Mal wins, she gets Ben back. And then if Uma wins, she gets the fairy godmother's magic wand.
Gasp. Everyone's shook to their core.
And Uma wins. And
But thankfully...
she gives them a time frame.
Oh, that's not what I was saying, thankfully, but
Oh.
okay.
Why are you saying thankfully?
Because the boys have their 3D printers, so they can trick Uma with a fake wand.
They do. And they have to get the wand to her by noon the next day, or Ben dies.
Gasp.
They're going to slit his throat on live television.
Okay, no, they're not going to do that. This is for children. Despite what the dancing during What's My Name told us, this is a movie for children.
So Jay and Carlos go back to Auradon to make the replica wand, and Evie and Mal stay on the island.
Mm-hmm.
They go back to the salon where Mal got her hair done, meet up with Dizzy, the best actress in the movie.
She's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I like Dizzy.
They make smoke bombs, and then Dizzy says they have to take some of her designs back with them. And then Evie's guilty because Dizzy doesn't have the opportunity to leave the island.
That we
She's
know
stuck. That not yet, at least.
Mm-mm.
She's
She's stuck working for her grandma.
her grandma, who's just yelling at her
Mm-hmm.
off screen. What the worst? Evie tries to convince Mal to come back to Aradon, but Mal's like, no. I'm always gonna be. I'm still Jenny from the block.
Oh my god. I'm Jenny. I must go back to my block.
I used to have a little, now I have a lot, but I want to go back to having a little.
Sigh.
So they then sing a song about how they'll always be there for each other.
Mm.
It's called Space Between.
You can meet me in the space between. Oh, that song hits, girl. That song hits. Had me crying on my couch.
The producer of that song produced like every Disney album.
That makes sense. It was very Disney.
Yes. And then Carlos and Jay return to the island. Oh no, I skipped forward. Sorry.
Whoa!
They make the replica and then they get caught by Lonnie, who overheard everything that's been happening from the dog.
A bad bitch.
And as they try to get away, they're caught, who blackmails them and says that she has to come back to the island with them. And Anna's like,
I would not have wanted to go on the Isle. If I had caught them, I would have been like, okay, you guys have a nice day, bye. But that's probably why Jay would never have wanted me.
No, Lonnie's like, ooh, poverty tourism, yay!
Wait, I didn't even think of it that way. Let me see how poor you guys were.
How do you live like this?
Like in the first movie where she goes, you've never had chocolate? No, they're impoverished. What do you expect?
So, as they wait for the return on Uma's ship, Uma talks to Ben. She's bitter that she and others weren't chosen to go to Aradon. And then Ben's like, bet, come back. I wanted to bring more kids across. But then, and Uma, hearing this, is like, no, I'll figure out my own way. You bitch.
I know, why didn't she just listen to him and go back and go to school the normal way? Why'd she have to trick him?
I'm going to speak from Uma's perspective and do it by quoting a song by Trapped.
Okay.
Back off, I'll take you on, headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong.
Really? You had to quote headstrong?
Is that not her entire character?
No, it is. She's very defensive. I think it's just because she feels inferior to Mal. Even though they're two completely different people. There's no reason to feel inferior, my dude. But, you know, that's me talking to a fictional character.
I'm imitating everything you ever said. See you later. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, bathed in gold. See inside, it's out of our heads, yeah. But now it's over.
Oh, okay.
I see your motives
I also think that Uma didn't need to manipulate Ben like
No.
she does later on, though.
She did not. You're correct.
Mm-mm.
So the gang returns with Duke and Lonnie to confront Uma. Mal gives over a fake wand using Dude to prove its legitimacy because he talks. And she's like, I did a spell on him. It's great. And then Uma realizes a forgery. Big-ass sword fight.
Oh, another banging song.
They also sing another song. Yeah, it's Going Down.
I like this song. Harry ruins it.
Yeah. He's not... None of them are also singing, really. They're talking.
They're like, yeah, but Harry's little rap section is terrible. I hate it.
I'm the best. I have a hook.
I'm Harry.
I don't even know how to... Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have an accent that's like... Or he doesn't have... That's his real voice.
Oh.
Like, that's how he talks, if I remember correctly.
I feel bad for him, then.
Dove didn't feel bad for him, apparently. She was trying to hit.
Okay. So, they come out victorious, but they don't realize that Mal left her spell book behind.
Gasp. Everybody's gasping. We're all shook. We're clutching our pearls.
So, they go back to Aradon, but Mal and Ben, they're still on the rocks. Not everything is going well together.
Mal is literally being so freaking dramatic.
Yes.
This man loves you. Get over yourself. Bye.
He loves me, but do I love myself?
It's too much for me sometimes.
And the rest of the gang come to terms with their past, and they
Mhm.
say they can't hide from it. They can't run from it. They got to be honest with themselves and with everyone else.
They build a bridge and get over it.
Yeah.
And they're all
Everyone
good
except
little
for
beans.
Mal.
Mhm.
Uh,
She needs therapy.
Carlos confesses his feelings for Jane.
Adorable.
They're going to Cotillion together.
Love it.
Jay appoints Lonnie as captain with the team because that's the quirky little rule that you can skip around because it says they need a captain and 8 men. So Lonnie
Love
becomes
it.
the
Go off,
captain.
King.
She becomes the captain and she comes in wearing like an 80s gym coach sweatsuit and starts ordering them around like she's their coach.
I know. Honestly, though, Jay is a feminist icon. In this essay, I will.
And then it's the night of the cotillion. And because they're rich as fuck, it's on a fucking yacht.
Oh, I fucking wish.
It's on the Sweet
looks
Life on Deck
beautiful.
set.
I wish. That would be the crossover of a lifetime.
Uh,
Adult Dylan Sprouse.
Mal enters and she's wearing this fun blue and yellow dress.
Okay, hot take. It's hideous.
Okay, I liked it, but I just like colors.
I think it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I get that she had a dress on theme.
Ugliest thing you've ever seen in your life?
Yes.
I'm right here.
Okay, no, Dan, we're talking about clothing. You're not a thing.
Oh.
Sorry, Dan. No
I'm a thing.
self-deprecation.
I'm a
That's my
thing.
zone.
Okay. That was my nice version of the joke. My other one was going to be, ugliest thing you've ever seen? You own a mirror. But that feels really mean.
It's not that mean. I would have laughed.
So Ben arrives late.
Gasp.
Guess who comes with him?
Who, Dan? I'll never know.
Her name rhymes with Tuma.
Tuma? Is it because she's ocean and that sounds like tuna?
Oh no, I went like because she's malignant, like tumor.
Oh, that's darker. She's not even wearing the right colored dress. And
Nope.
she's wearing a very pretty dress, which is not correct. She's supposed to be wearing an ugly yellow and blue monstrosity.
So Ben and Uma start dancing, and they're like, "Thank you to Mal for bringing us together. We love each
Uma's
other."
being fake, two-faced.
Yes. And then, just as the kids are about to leave, Jane pulls the cover off of a stained glass window that Ben had commissioned
Gorgeous.
to show Mal that he loved him, except for her terrifying eyes. I know they're
I
green
love
and
them.
it's
They're
supposed to be
so
part of it.
pretty.
I think it was scary.
Okay, I think they're gorge.
And then
personally.
Mal realizes that he loved her for who she was all along, as if that wasn't blatantly obvious the whole time.
I'm crying on my couch, sobbing, searching for Boo Boo in the crowd.
So, in order to try and get his attention back, it was like, show them the gift you got for me, which is taking the barrier down.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
And then Mal realizes that Uma's cursed Ben, so she confesses her love for him, and they finally kiss,
Hot.
and true love's kiss has broken the spell.
It always does, my dudes. It always does. What if you went and you kissed your significant other and you were like, I love you, and you kissed them, but like it didn't break it. And like you guys actually weren't endgame. How embarrassing. How fucking embarrassing would that be?
I love that. I want to watch that movie.
That the true love's kiss doesn't work because one of you isn't actually as in love with the other as you thought.
But I want it to be taking place in just like a very realistic and like modern city, and then the rest of whatever this movie is just them going through like couples therapy and breaking up and stuff like that.
Ooh, that would be really sad. It's giving me 500 Days of Summer.
And like Marriage Story.
Or Inspo.
Yes. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
How insufferable
coming
can I
soon.
be? I want it to be like Marriage Story.
Listen, I never watched that. I heard it was really boring, even though it has 2 really talented actors in it.
It was really boring. I really liked it. So
Of course you did. That reads.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Uma jumps in the water and uses Ursula's magic seashells to turn herself into a gigantic octopus.
Kind of scary, TBH.
And then, in order to fight her, Mal unleashes her full power, turns herself into a dragon, which
Very cool.
This is what I was talking about with the scale earlier. Her as a dragon looks like she could land on Ben's shoulder, while Uma as Ursula looks like she could eat the boat.
I think we just Mal's further away, so she looks smaller. Maybe?
I get that she's supposed to be further away, but they did not do enough in the design process of her dragon character to show that.
I'm so sorry, Dan. Let me call Disney and tell
Please
them right
do.
now.
Please call
Yeah,
Dr.
let me-
Disney.
Let me get Disney on the phone. Let me get
Walt's
Kenny
Frozen
on the phone
Head.
for you. Yeah. Put me on the line with Walt's Frozen Head.
Like any overconfident white man, Ben thinks that he can stop this fight, so he jumps in the water without a plan.
He couldn't just sit. For once in my life, I'm encouraging a man to watch two women fight. Why couldn't he just stay behind and watch it like everybody else?
For once in your life, that should be a constant thing. It's entertaining.
Encouraging, I guess. I do love
I'm not
a good
encouraging them to fight, but if they're fighting,
I'm not going to not look.
yeah.
I was thinking the other day at work about how, so you know how we have teenagers that come into our office sometimes?
Yeah, I like how you word that, because that makes it sound like they just appear.
Oh,
Like they're
okay.
walking
You know
through
how
on
we
their
have
way
a
to class.
School program that
Yes.
shares an office with us.
You know how we have
better?
teenagers who just appear under our desk sometimes?
I was thinking to myself, I was pissed because one of them started moaning while he was walking out the door, like as a joke to make his friends laugh. But I was like, this is really loud and really not it. This is gross. But anyway, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say about my teenager? Oh, I was thinking to myself about what I would do if there was ever a squabble that started in our office. Would I dive in and try to help separate the kids? Would I take pictures? Only time will tell.
I wouldn't take pictures. I don't know if I would
film the fight.
intervene. Would you be like yelling World Star while it was going on?
Okay, well, in reality, I probably would just be like, oh my God, and run to get a teacher. But I like to think that, like, I would be able to step in and, like, separate the kids and be like, we don't do that here, or something like that. I don't know.
Save that for the streets, mister.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, what would I do?
Take a
I hope it
lap.
never happens.
Take a lap.
It would be bad, though, because a lot of those boys are bigger than me, so I would hope it would be two, like, very tiny, sickly-looking girls. That would be ideal.
Two underweight freshman girls
Two
get into a
malnourished
fight.
freshmen. Yep.
Anna's time to shine.
Yep, I can finally look big.
So Ben convinces Uma to return the ring that he had given her.
Return the slab.
And she leaves back to the Isle. So I guess his plan worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was really no plan. So his goal of getting... She was kind of a pushover about leaving, too, though. But I guess teenage girls, she probably got her feelings hurt and was like, this isn't worth it anymore, and just swam away.
Mal and Ben reunite on the ship. Mal gives her spellbook to the fairy godmother.
Mal's now wearing a beautiful purple dress.
It works very well with her.
It looks very good.
Evie requests that Dizzy and the other children on the Isle be allowed to attend Auradon Prep, which they are. And then Mal and Ben begin their first dance, and they're joined by their friends as they celebrate, and they have a sloppy wet water dance.
Oh, I love that dance. Don't call it that, Dan. It's a beautiful waterography.
Sloppy wet water dance.
No. No.
Do you want to know what the writers of that song, You and Me, the final song, also wrote?
What?
Right Now by SR71. 1985 by Bowling for Soup.
Good energy.
Lost by Faith Hill. Don't know that one. He Could Be the One.
He's got something special. He's got something special. And when he's looking at me, I want to get all sentimental. Oh, that song hits. That's from the David Archuleta episode of Hannah Montana, in case you were curious.
Heart Attack by Demi Lovato.
Love that song, girl.
I do
too.
Irresistible by Fall Out Boy and Demi Lovato.
Shut the front door.
Heartbeat Song by Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Want to Want Me by Jason Derulo.
Okay.
I Believe by DJ Khaled and Demi Lovato from A Wrinkle in Time. Okay to Not Be Okay by Marshmello and Demi Lovato.
All this Demi.
He wrote like all of her stuff.
Their stuff.
Their stuff, my bad. And then the other writer was a vocalist for 4 seasons of Glee.
Okay. You know, this song does give a little Glee. It Hits is one of my favorites in this movie. It's up there. It's third. Honestly, it's third on the list.
And then the credits start to roll, and then in the mid-credits, Uma looks at the camera's like, "You thought the story is over? You fucking idiots!"
Isn't that how the first one ended too, though? Like, don't they have her say the exact same thing?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, deja vu, but okay.
And that is Descendants 2.
Oh, crying, sobbing, crying. Love it.
I liked it more than the first one.
Good. Me too. It's my favorite one.
I thought that all the songs were better. All the choreography was better, I guess.
Why'd you say it like that? Kenny Ortega doesn't miss a step.
That's what I mean, because like in the first one, the choreography was the best part.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's just good. The music hits.
All the actors are more confident in their roles, for better or for Ben.
Don't stop.
No,
that
was a joke. I didn't mean that. It was really Lonnie that it's the issue, that she's more confident in her role because she's not playing like a high schooler anymore.
No.
Playing like a 30-year-old.
Yeah, well, sometimes it be that way, you know.
I do think part of the issue I thought the actress who played Evie especially was really good in this movie.
She was.
Sophia Carson. The only issue was a lot of the lines. Her and China Anne McClain were both really good, but a lot of the lines they had were both really stupid.
Oh yeah, they did great with what they had.
Yes. It still does look cheap, set wise and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's not a movie theater movie; it's just a TV movie. So.
Well, I was thinking in comparison to High School Musical 2, as
true, that was all shot on set.
Yeah,
I think it's just
that was all on location.
Yeah, you can't really do that with these movies.
Yeah, like the exteriors of the high school are all on location, but otherwise it's all on a set.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask you, what did you think of, you're talking about all the women's performances. What did you think about Boo Boo and Cameron?
I thought they were both pretty good.
What did you think about Boo Boo?
I thought he was handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank God we made it.
I got some trivia for you.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Whoopi Goldberg was the voice of Ursula.
Really? Doesn't even sound like her.
Yeah, I know.
I
Her
never
yelling
would've
from
guessed.
the back, it was Whoopi. Apparently they filmed the aisle scenes in an old insane asylum, but there's no source on this, so I don't believe it.
I don't like that. That gives me the ickies.
It's the second most watched Disney Channel original movie of all time. Behind
It's me. I'm
High School Musical 2.
Ooh, it's always the sequels. I'm the reason why. I watch this movie too often. It's my fault.
This was the third time that Cameron Boyce and China Anne McClain worked together.
Were they both on Ant Farm?
They were both in Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2.
Oh. Duh. I should have known that.
Audrey is the only character from the first movie who did not appear in this one.
Yeah, but she comes back for the third one, so it's kind of odd, but...
She had scheduling conflicts for filming.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, her actress, Sarah Jeffrey, let's see what she was doing at this time. What would have been released? The X-Files, maybe? Daphne and Velma. She was in a live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
I don't know.
Charmed. She's in Charmed.
Okay.
There isn't a lot of interesting trivia for this.
It's okay.
This is the second Disney Channel movie to star China Anne McClain, aside from How to Build a Better Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Fun movie title to say.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really it. All the girls are wearing the same shoes in The Last Dance, remember. That's the last piece of trivia.
Yeah, because I think they all have dance shoes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, in the water especially, you can't be wearing fancy shoes. You'll go slipping and sliding all over the place.
Well, you can.
It'd be scary, though.
Yeah. That's what you want as a performer. Uncertainty.
No thanks, especially because Boo Boo, I mean, he's not a girl, but he's doing all these flips and stuff. I don't want my shoes to be suctioning to the floor as soon as I hit it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I gave my thoughts, and I know you love this, but do you have any other?
No, I just love it. I
No.
love Boo Boo. I do. It provides me serotonin. I know I say that a lot.
Mhm.
It does. The songs make me happy. It made me want to go to Disney World so bad. I know you were gonna say I was just there, but I was not just there. I was just in Disney Springs. It's different, Dan. My inner Disney adult was really coming out, and I was talking to my coworkers about how excited I was to watch this one because Boo Boo looks extra hot in this one. It was ugly for everyone in my life.
What would
this
you
week.
do if they had a Descendants character meet and greet, and it wasn't Boo Boo? Would you walk up to him and be like, "You're an imposter. How dare you stand where he stood?"
Absolutely. I'd be like, "How dare you stand where he stood?" I'd be like, ugh. Where's Boo Boo? That college kid would be like, "What are you talking about? My name's Jay." I'd be like, "Cut the crap.
Give me my man.
Give me mans." Ugh, Boo Boo.
Would this movie be better or worse or the same with Jonathan Taylor Thomas as? I have no idea. I've literally
I think
no
the
idea.
only
what
thing
he
he
was
could be.
There's no
room for him.
There is no character that is a. He can't convincingly play the king.
Mm-mm.
And that's the only adult male role.
Yeah, there's nothing really for an adult, so I would say worse if he was in it, because I'd be like, why is there a literal man with these children?
Hey, kids.
How do
It's
you do,
me,
fellow kids?
Chad Charming.
Literally.
Better or worse than the same with George Clooney as the king? Better, because he wouldn't be wearing those dumb glasses.
He'd be sexier, too.
My big qualm is the glasses. Why is the king wearing those
Why?
glasses?
They make him look smart.
No, they don't. They don't fit on his face.
Oh, I have no qualms with the glasses, but if you hate them so much, go
I'm
off.
full
I
of
guess.
qualms. Nothing but
Okay.
qualms. On a scale of
Qualm
1
it
to
up.
5 qualms, what do you give it?
5 qualms.
I'd like to point out, I gave the first one 1.5 stars or 2 stars. This is an improvement. I give it 2.5 stars.
That's boring middle of the road, Dan.
Yeah, it's an improvement though. I liked it more. It's still not great.
It's a Disney Channel movie. I don't know what you expect. Sorry, it's not the 13th year, Daniel.
The 13th year, no.
The 13th
You know what? You know, I've compared Lemonade Mouth. It hasn't hit the
Okay,
mark
that
that
is a
Lemonade Mouth
phenomenal
had. Because Lemonade
movie.
Mouth is a genuinely good movie.
Lemonade Mouth is a good movie.
Like, in Disney Channel movies that I consider genuinely good movies, there are few.
Descendants is on that list for me.
No. Lemonade Mouth, High School Musical 2.
Descendants too.
No. Brink. Luck of
Back
the
when I
Irish.
go with the fucking brink. Okay.
And, like,
Halloween Town.
Halloween, the combined Halloween Town series. I don't think one of them on their own, but all 4 together created good.
quadrilogy.
Yeah. So I will say Descendants 2 is not on that list.
It should be. It should be number 2, right after High School Musical 2.
Oh, they're going to say right after Descendants 1.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you have anything else, or do you want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
All right. That's it for this episode of In Conclusion. If you want to support us, you can do so on Facebook and Twitter @and In Conclusion, on Instagram @In Conclusion Podcast. Something I discovered when you Google In Conclusion Podcast, the Instagram doesn't show up until like page 3 of the Google results. So
You gotta change that.
gotta upload more boo-boo pics.
I'll do it.
Feet for
Say
boo-boo.
less.
Hashtag
No,
feet for
he
boo-boo.
doesn't. He doesn't want to see my feet. That I know of.
We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/inconclusion. If you want to find me, I'm on Twitter @DanO'Keefe86, and I'm also on TikTok, where yesterday I posted my most popular TikTok @NotDanO'Keefe.
Is it the one I commented on?
It is.
It is funny.
Thank you. Anna, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram @AutomusPrime818, or you can find me on Twitter @AutobotsRollOut, capital O for Auto, capital B for Bots, capital R for Roll, and the O in Roll and the O in Out are zeros. I also posted a funny video on LinkedIn today, so if you're on LinkedIn, I guess.
Ooh,
that.
nothing says comedy content like LinkedIn videos.
I know. Nothing says young like LinkedIn videos. Ugh.
Like, connect with me on LinkedIn. Let's
Nothing
share
makes
our...
me feel more ancient.
Will you endorse me?
My LinkedIn profile's so bad. Only you and my boss have commented on things that I'm good at, and both of you said I was good at Microsoft Office, so thanks a lot, you two dummies. I called him out for it. I was like, why didn't you endorse my skill on Adobe? You literally hired me and then hired me a second time. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, so you're just going to be like, oh, she can type in Word. Great.
We will be back next week with, shockingly, Descendants 3. Who would have seen
I'm
that?
sad it's already almost over.
And then we are only 3 episodes away from entering our Joker era.
Oh, I'm already in my Joker era.
Yeah, we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, come back next week. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, have fun, get vaccinated. Bye-bye.
Bye. No, not Whiteman's Bay. White Folks Bay. You'd fit right in, but...
A Creative Land podcast.